This is Robert Kraft, and I'm your host for SNN Network, and we are a proud media sponsor for the upcoming Precious Metals Summit, which is happening September 15th through the 17th, now virtual. And joining me right now, who's going to be presenting at that upcoming event, is Ian Klassen. He is the president and CEO of Grand Portage Resources. It's a publicly traded company. I got two symbols for you: GPG on the TSX Venture and GPTRF on the OTCQB. Ian, thank you for joining me today. How are you doing?
I'm well, Robert. Thank you for having me.
It's great to have you on. So let's start with a very quick overview and history of the company, and then we'll go from there.
Sure. Grand Portage entered its activity in Alaska back in 2010. We have gone through some challenging moments, as other juniors have, to raise money over the years, but in 5 of those 10 years, we've been able to conduct some pretty decent drill programs and have had some excellent results. We've I thought I'd give you a few corporate facts on the company before we do too much else to give your viewers a bit of a flavor of the company. We do trade on the TSX Venture on the symbol GPG, also on the OTCQB, and we also trade in Frankfurt. We have about 78 million shares issued. Of those, we have 5 very large shareholders that own just over 5 million shares each or so. And we're very happy to announce that as of earlier this month, Eric Sprott became our single largest shareholder when he subscribed for 10 million units of the company.
All right, so let's understand a little bit better what Eric Sprott saw in the company. So what about your project is unique and different compared to some of your peers out there?
Well, I wouldn't be so bold as to know what really made Eric take a close look at us. However, he does have an excellent eye for value, and because we have drilled 860,000 ounces in a resource calculation to date, I think that certainly caught his eye. We have an average grade of over 10 grams of gold per ton in a safe jurisdiction. They don't make a lot of those projects, and as a junior, the vast majority of those ounces are in the measured and indicated category, and I think that's probably something that caught his eye as well as some others.
So are there any elephants around you? Some of the larger mining companies, are there other, tell us a little bit more about the area in which you're doing some of your projects and your drill programs.
Well, this is an active project in Southeast Alaska. So it's part of the Juneau Gold Belt, which at the turn of the 19th century was, the largest gold producing region of the world. We had the AJ and other historic mines just to the south of us. Just to the north of us, we've got Coeur Mining's Kensington project, which has been in operation for a number of years. But, we have a very distinct identified resource that we've been able to discover and drill off and continue to do so this year. So, while we're at 860 currently in a resource, you never know where we're going to go with this year's drilling. We've got 2 rigs in the field, and results will start at some point towards the end of August and run all the way through to December. And
what's your background? I mean, how'd you come into all this?
Yeah, well, in another life, I had a real political bent to me. So I spent my early career in Ottawa, our nation's capital, where I was the chief of staff to the Speaker of the House of Commons. After I got the political curiosity out of me, shall we say, I moved back to Vancouver and started a communications firm and a financial advisory service with offices in Toronto and Vancouver. Naturally fell into financings and communication strategies for MicroCap private and public companies. And so for a little over 20 years, I've been involved in running junior resource companies.
Hey man, you're the president and CEO. Look, there's always politics involved in any kind of leadership position. So, you trained yourself there for where you're at today.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. It was certainly a good place to, work on some skills.
That's for sure. All right. So then from what you can tell us, what would you say are some value catalysts for the company now moving forward?
Yeah, well, I mean, we've been in this business a long time, and it's nice to have a year like 2020, apart from COVID and the obvious difficulties that arise from the pandemic, it's really nice to see the commodity markets break out. And so looking at roughly a $500 increase so far this year alone in gold, that's the number one catalyst, I think. It certainly has provided interest in the juniors. It's not just being trapped at the producers and the intermediate level. It's coming down to the juniors that are often responsible for discoveries. And let's face it, we've had some very good drilling results in the past. We hope with our 2 rigs operating this summer, that will be a catalyst. We've been very aggressive in documenting our growth by way of 43-101 resource calculations. We've filed 3 over the tenure that we've been working in Alaska, and we expect that will be an important catalyst for us going forward to the next level.
And where can my audience go and find more information about Grand Portage Resources? Sorry, I like saying Portage. Just, I told you offline, it sounds like an amazing hotel somewhere,
A little bit of the French flair from Canada, perhaps.
Yeah.
We've got a very good website at grandportage.com. It's very interactive. Anyone interested in obtaining future news releases or other disseminations can drop us a line there. We're also on Twitter and Facebook, and you can find the links on the site. We're dedicated to putting the word out about our company. So we'll be attending the Metals Investment Forum in September, and of course, joining everybody virtually at the Beaver Creek Show in September.
Absolutely. Well, Ian, thank you so much for joining me on the program today. I wish you guys the best of luck. Stay safe, and I look forward to our next update.
Thanks, Robert. I appreciate you having me. Take care.
Thank you. My name again is Robert Kraft. I'm your host for SNN Network, and we are the proud media sponsor for the upcoming Precious Metals Summit that is happening September 15 through 17, now virtual, and we'll see you all there. Thank you.
Thank you.